Hi guys, so I'm gonna lead you through some yoga poses that are really good at helping with grounding. Yoga in general, I think, obviously it's calming, it's great with mind body connection, but overall, with helping to calm people down when trauma comes up or from any sort of anxiety or panic attack, can be really helpful. I decided to pick this because movement's super important to me, and dance and yoga and all of the movement that I've been able to do in my life have really been able to help me ground myself when needed. So there's a lot of research out there on how yoga can be beneficial, and I thought also with the whole mind body connection and reading Body Keeps the Score, it would be really cool to get to share with you guys a couple yoga poses that could help when you or your client are facing stressful situations. So one of the first things that I want to lead you guys through is just a simple breathing technique. So I'm going to get a little closer so you can see. I'm outside. I thought that would add a nice element of calm, and also it's just a beautiful day. But so what you do is you're going to take your index finger and it's going to go on your forehead, and then your thumb is going to go on one side, one nostril, and then your middle finger is going to go on the other nostril. So basically the point of this is we're doing alternate breathing. So you're going to close up one side and breathe in through that nostril, and then close up the other side and breathe out through the other nostril, and then continue to do that. So close one nostril and breathe in. Breathe out the other nostril. And then you can breathe back in that nostril. Breathe out the other nostril. So it looks kind of silly, but it's actually known to be really beneficial and really good at calming people down. Truly, it is just because it kind of makes you think a little bit more about your breathing, but also it's a little bit different. And yeah, anyways, that was just a basic thing that you guys can do that's really calm, and just sort of like maybe start your yoga practice, and then you can move into some more poses, which I'm going to show you guys. The first one's super easy. It's just child's pose, and if you've ever done any sort of yoga, you've probably done this. So you're just going to sit on your legs like this, and then you can open your legs up just a little bit, like a little bit farther than hip width apart, and then you're just going to reach as far as you can down. And here you can just do some regular breathing. Your goal is to stretch you want to stretch your hands as far away from your body as possible, but you want to, I'm going to turn to the side, continue to keep your hips down while you're stretching out. And you're just going to breathe in that position, and it's basically fetal position, so I know there's a lot of research on how that's really beneficial and calming. From there, something a little bit harder, which it shouldn't be hard if you've ever done any yoga, obviously, or have any experience with like dance, or you just stretch a lot for sports or whatever. But for some of you who are not as comfortable moving, it might be a little bit weirder. But we're just going to go into downward dog, which from here, you just tuck your toes and then push your arms up into almost like a triangle. And in this position, you get a really nice stretch. You want to try to, once again, like push your shoulders and arms away. And this is a really good stretch on your hamstrings, but it also is just really calming. So you can just stay here and breathe for a while. Really recommend doing this outside. It's very peaceful and calming, and it's a beautiful day. But one more thing, because I feel really awkward still. I mean, it's just really awkward to do this for you guys. But anyways, it's just mountain pose. You're going to stand with your legs hip width apart, and you just have your palms facing forward and your shoulders back. And you try to push your shoulders, keep them down, but lift your head almost as if you have a string that's pulling your head up. And you can just breathe there. I'm not even really sure you guys can see my head in this video, but yeah, that's great. One more thing before I stop. I forgot what this pose was. It's, I think, on the list of the resources that I just sent you, but I'm not positive. But basically, you lay back and they have their legs in almost like a triangle. But the main point is that you're going to have one hand on your stomach and one hand on your heart. And this is really good just because it's just kind of like a physical reminder to your chest and to your stomach, which are places that hold anxiety and tension, that we're listening and we are respecting you. And depending on where a client or you may feel your tension, you could focus in on one place. So if someone like really experiences it in their stomach, you could have it on your stomach, but you just try to set an intention to think about that body part, and you can continue to just breathe. And you could do even the alternate breathing again as well in this pose, if that makes you happy. Anyways, you could also just go to a yoga class and suggest that your clients go take yoga. There's a lot of evidence out there that it is super beneficial. But I'm going to close this video out now because I now feel super awkward. And thank you for listening.